Hey guys and gals, this is the first lesson in interactive operations. Actually, for Math 6, it's the only one that I'm making you responsible for, but I am continuing on the 3 other operations in other videos. So, vocabulary. So, negative numbers. A number less than 0. So, if you're looking at a number line, you're looking at including 0 and everything underneath it, okay? Including 0 and everything underneath it. Those are actually not including 0. Whoops, anything less than 0. So positive numbers, anything greater than 0, so not including 0. And right now we're just doing integers, so it's just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. It's going to be negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And remember, when you're looking at a number line, the negative numbers go in backwards order. So if you're using a number line to do these problems, the most important thing is that you actually write the number line properly. Opposites, numbers that are the same distance from 0 on a number line, but are on different sides, on opposite sides of the numbers that are the same distance from 0 on a number line, but that are on sides of 0. Sometimes I don't know what the definitions is. On two opposite sides of 0. So if you're looking at the number 4, you're looking at the number 4. What is the opposite of number 4? That would be negative 4, because the distance from 0 to 4 is 4. The distance from negative 4 to 0 is 4. So that's why they're opposites, okay? 4 and negative 4. Integers, the set of whole numbers, their opposites, and 0. The set of whole numbers, remember, whole numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No decimals, no fractions unless you reduce them. Like 12 over 3 is fine because that reduces to 4. But no decimals or fractions that can't be simplified to a whole number. And their opposites, which is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, and then, of course, including 0. So all of that, integers. Those are integers. So we're doing operations of integers, adding. Today we're going to focus on adding integers. Okay, so now you're going to be including negative numbers into the mix completely. All right, adding integer rules. So before we do adding integer rules, I'm actually going to do example 1 first. So find the value of each expression using a number line. So you're doing 4 plus negative 2. So you're going to start off with 4. You're starting off with 4. Okay. And you're adding negative 2 to that, means that this is saying that you're going in the negative direction twice. You're going negative directions to the left. So you're going that way twice. So 1, 2. And your answer is 2. Right? I started off with the number that they gave you first, and then I added whatever that second number is. Let's do another one together. So this one, you're starting off with negative 5. Okay? And it's saying you're adding negative 3. So that means you're going 3 to the left. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. And you see that I'm running out of space on my number line. So I'm just going to do negative 7, negative 8. So that is negative 8. I want you to pause the video right now. I'm going to pause the video right now, and I want you to do these 2 problems. I want you to pause the video, okay? And do these problems on your own. All right, welcome back. If you see this if you notice that even in the A problem over here, I had to add -7, -8, and that's fine. As long as, the number line makes sense, and you can always do number lines like this. Sometimes this is how I would work with this. I would start off with -8, and this is saying if you're doing -8 plus 4 or something like that, I would start off with -8, and now you're moving 4 in the positive direction, so it would do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then write out the numbers. So it'd be -7, -6, and leave enough space. This would be -7, -6, -5, -4. So you can always do number lines like that if you want to do it. Just make sure that the numbers you're writing underneath actually follow properly, right? Now we're going to go back up and look at our rule, okay? This is something that this takes practice. And integer operations take some practice. So if it doesn't all come at you immediately, then that's fine. Slow down. So you are looking at the sign of each integer, okay? So if both integers are positive, then add the numbers and keep the sign. If both integers are negative, then add the number and keep the sign. Integers have different signs or opposite signs, doesn't matter, then subtract the numbers. You're just subtracting the numbers without the negatives, okay? Without negatives. And use the sign of the larger number. So we're going to practice this. I'm going to go over what this means, okay? So mainly, you're looking to see if the numbers are the same, okay? If the numbers are the same sign, then you're just adding them and keeping the sign. If the integers have different signs or opposite signs, if one's a positive and one's a negative, then you're going to be subtracting. So examples down here. So example 2, find the value of each expression using the rule without a number line. All right, so over here, this is a positive and this is a negative. This means that you are subtracting 11 minus 8. Because they're opposite signs, you're subtracting. You're doing 11 minus 8. Don't worry about that negative at the moment, okay? We're going to use that in the last step. So you're doing 11 minus 8, and that's 3. And the last step is now you're using which of these numbers is higher, like the actual digit, not the sign in front of it. 11 is a higher number, like in general. Not -11, but 11 is. And because 11 is a higher number and it's negative, the answer is going to be negative. Okay? If you had a question like -8 plus 11, what you're going to be doing is they're opposite signs, or different signs. You're going to do 11 minus 8. In this time, the higher number 11 is positive, so your answer is going to be +3. Okay, so it really does matter to look at the higher number. So B, are the two numbers different signs or the same sign? And in this time they're the same sign. You have -12 and -8, so you're going to be adding them. 12 plus 8, which gives you 20. And you're going to be keeping the sign of the number. So they're both negative. That means the answer is going to be negative. C, are they the same sign or different signs? This time they're the same, so you're going to be doing 8 plus 11, which is 19. And because they're both negative, you're going to make your answer negative. And last one, D, 12 and 8. All right, -12 and 8. They're different signs, so you're going to be subtracting 12 minus 8, which gives you 3. And which of them is a higher number? The 12 is a higher number and it's negative, so your answer is going to be negative. And all of this follows true with like actual number lines. if I did this one using a number line over here, C, right? We're starting off at -8. And we're adding -11. So we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so we're ending off here. And now we're just going to write our numbers in. So it's going to be -7. I mean, not -7, -9, -10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay? I want to pause the video here, and I want you to do these 4 problems and check your answers. Okay? All right, welcome back. These are the answers for these 4 problems. Just check your answers. And again, this takes practice more than anything. So it's a pattern work. All right? Last 2 problems are word problems, so let's get to it. I only have like 4 minutes left in my 15 minutes. So Thomas withdrew $55 from his account and later added $30. Write an integer addition expression to represent the situation. What was the overall change in his account balance? So he withdrew $55. What does that mean? That means you're taking something out of your bank account, so that 55 is going to be negative. And then later added 30, so he's adding 30 to this. And that's your actual integer operations. And your answer, so this time, this is opposite. These are different signs. You're doing 55 minus 30, which is 25. And 55 is a larger number. It's negative, so your answer is negative. He has negative $25 in his negative $25 is the overall change in his bank account. All right, the next problem. Janelle descended 16 feet. I think that's what it says. Yeah, Janelle descended 16 feet and then rose 21 feet in elevation on a hike. Write an integer addition expression to represent the situation. Determine her overall change in elevation. So descended 16 feet. The main thing here is, do you understand what descended means? If you don't know what a word in a word problem means, then look it up. Google it. Descended means going down, right? So that means she went down 16 feet, and then she goes up 21 feet, which is addition. And now they're different signs, so you're subtracting 21 minus 16, which is 5. And 21 is a larger number and is positive. So what was her overall change in elevation? 5 feet. Okay. As I said, in the beginning, this gets very confusing. The more you practice this, and I will show you guys a tool on how to practice this. It's going to be your one of your assignments. In this, it's a really incredible tool. I think you should really use it. Anyway, I hope this helped with integer operations. Bye.